Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to the Venusian Light Tarot. So today we are going to be doing a pick a card intuitive flower reading. So if you have not seen these readings before, I just set the intention and the question into the flower, and I'm just going to be channeling information based off of what I can intuitively pick up on from the flower. So it's just going to be an intuitive channeled reading. And we're going to be taking a look here to see who or what is next in love for you. So wanted to do this update. It's been a while for this question. So just what's coming next in love? What can you expect? And yeah, so we have 3 groups to choose from. So before we jump into it, let's set the intention that this reading will be for whoever it's for. I trust that Spirit will guide those souls to this message and to this reading and to the right pile if it's right for you. So if you feel drawn to this reading, if you feel drawn to the title or to the image, the thumbnail, it could be for you. Also, if you would like to join our Patreon community, there is an exclusive pick a card reading, at least one per week over on our Patreon. There's a couple that have already been posted over the last 2 or 3 weeks. So I will leave that down below if you would like to join. And yeah, so we have 3 flowers to choose from. So group number 1, you are going to be this flower. Group number 2, you are going to be this flower. And group number 3, you are going to be this flower. So choose whichever one you feel most drawn to. You can take your time, you can pause the video, and just whichever one you feel most drawn to, who or what is next in love for you. And the timestamps are going to be down below, so we will jump into group number 1 whenever you're ready. Hello, group number 1. If you chose this flower here, let's go ahead and see what comes up for you and tap in and see what we can pick up on here. So tune us in, please, Spirit, to anybody who chose group number 1, this flower, anyone who is here, who is currently watching this reading. Allow me to tap into their energy. So who or what is next in love for the viewers? I just heard the name Zach. I mean, that could be someone that's next in love for you, or that could be a confirmation of you or even someone currently attached to you. Okay, so group number 1, who or what is next in love for you? Tune me in, please, Spirit, to anything we can pick up on here for the viewers. So for some of you who chose this, I don't know why they're kind of showing me like a path that you're on, but it's almost like it's kind of in chunks or in increments. And I feel like this could either be that this is where you are at right now on your journey in love. Maybe this is something, specific that you're involved with, or if you are single. There just seems like there's almost something which is taking a little bit more time to fully align. And it's almost like they're showing me a winding road, or like a slide that's winding down to the bottom, where it may be some twists and turns. There may be some things that you've already had to go through or already encounter, but I'm hearing something like it will be worth it in the end. And for someone, you could actually be having, again, this could possibly be now, or this could be coming in, something which would be a bit risky. So it might be a love opportunity, or just the chance to put yourself out there, which is not something that you would normally do, or you're just having to almost keep your mind and keep your heart open right now to whatever experiences are going to be coming in, because it does feel like there's some kind of divine plan I'm hearing that's unfolding. And it just feels though like we have to you know, be patient to get to the bottom of that slide, or to kind of go over a few hurdles, whatever that's going to mean here for you or for your situation. So in terms of like what's next in love for you, yeah, for someone, I'm getting that there's maybe some opportunity which you already know about, or maybe you don't know about it, but there's something about being bold I keep hearing. So I'm not sure if that means that this is about you just being confident and bold and like putting yourself out there in some kind of way, or there will be an opportunity which will come in love, which you are going to be encouraged to just like take the chance with it. And something with like the orange and yellow colors here too, it just kind of reminds me of like this invigorated kind of summery, bold energy for some reason. So yeah, I feel like I keep hearing that, take chances. And they're actually showing me the card from the romance angels. And I think it says something like, love yourself first. And also the other one that says, stay optimistic about your love life. So if you chose this pile and you feel a bit maybe not so optimistic, or you have been, again, going through some kind of twist or turn, whether it's with a person or just being single, I feel like your guides here want to come up in the reading to give you an encouragement to be optimistic right now, because it feels like at the end of the tunnel kind of feeling, there's going to be something that will be worth it. But the more that you hold yourself back, or that you keep yourself still, or lacking faith or lacking hope in something, it kind of will, you know, push it further back, or delay the process. I just saw somebody smiling really wide, like with really white teeth. It was a man. So for someone, there could be a man or someone who you will meet who will maybe have very nice teeth. Maybe you're going to notice that about them. Of course, that's not going to be for everybody, but that could be something. Or there's just going to be, there could even be a lot of different options for some of you. Maybe a lot of smiling faces, a lot of smiling people who will enter your life, or opportunities for you to meet people, to date people. Again, even if you don't feel like you're somebody who likes to date a lot of people, or even if you are single, if you haven't been putting yourself out there, there's something to where, like, if you did, you know, you may meet some people that would surprise you, or at least kind of, you know, be opportunities for you. They are showing me the fall, something about the fall colors, autumn. So that time period, especially in the next couple of months, even if you're on the other side of the world, like September, October, that could be a time period where you may meet somebody, maybe the smiling person, or just something coming up here. Let's see what else comes up. Group number 1, who or what is next in love for you? I'm also being shown something about like a group setting. Specifically, I just saw something about a museum, or maybe some kind of spiritual retreat. It looked like a group of like-minded people who were interested in the same things. It could be something about history or a museum that's just specific. Or if not, it may be something that mutually, you know, you may meet somebody at that event. Or again, there's something about being bold. So you may have an opportunity, maybe particularly around that time period, but doesn't have to be, where you could be around certain people that may be someone in that group, or someone in that retreat might be romantically a match for you somehow. Because I feel like they keep wanting to emphasize that this is something about a winding road, and they mean it though in a more positive sense, where it's like you maybe don't know what you're going to get, but it's worth the chance. And so even if that means that some people are just going to be friends, or even if it means that you're also looking for friendships, it's kind of like a time, I guess, to just not have too many expectations, or not have too many limits on what or who those people could be. I'm being shown somebody looking in the mirror and speaking positive words of affirmation to themselves. Something about how, like, I deserve love, or I deserve to be treated with respect. So that might be something that you're doing for some of you, or that could also be advice for you, because it feels like the more that you really like boost yourself up and love yourself and see yourself as worthy of respect and love, it's going to more naturally come to you. And so that could be the reference as well of being bold, of being confident. You may want to do that, speak to yourself in the mirror, or just saying affirmations, because I feel like there is someone who is meant to treat you that way if you haven't had that yet in love. And I'm hearing the name Alexander. And when I say specific names too, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's about who's coming in next. It could be, but if it's someone that like you're currently connecting to, that could just be a confirmation of what I said prior. So maybe about the speaking to yourself confidently. So take it how it's going to connect with you, whoever that might be for. It could just be confirmation of your environment right now. Who or what is next in love for you? Yeah, they're showing me like a spider web, but I'm hearing something like spirit has got this, or spirit's got this. So yeah, I feel like for you, Pal 1, there's a heavy feeling here of divine guidance, and really for you to mainly, I keep seeing to be like, I'm hearing natural, to be yourself, to be authentic, to be optimistic, and to really just kind of let everything else fall together in place. Because I feel like this, I'm hearing this season of your life could be a season, and if it hasn't happened yet, it could be around the fall season specifically, where there will be many more opportunities for you to connect with people, and even it could be in business too, but just something about being seen more, being heard, being more like out there in the open sort of. So it's like Spirit's kind of preparing you for that moment, preparing you to receive that kind of attention, receive those offers, or just, again, even friendships, things that can help you to connect with others. Also, I just keep getting to something about travel or different experiences, new experiences. So your reading feels a bit more open. It doesn't feel like it's just one particular person or one particular thing. It could be starting first with like this adventurous kind of feeling, or opening yourself up, especially if you are going to be traveling, or if you feel called to travel somewhere, or just kind of, again, trying new things. I do feel too, though, some of you could have a friendship with somebody that will start as a friend. If you already have somebody, or if you already are dating, or if you already have, suitors, I guess, someone could start as a friend, and it feels like that's almost where I feel Spirit wants you to start with. So this could be establishing a connection with somebody in a way that maybe you haven't in the past. So being a friend before jumping further into like a romantic connection could actually be good for you. And so if you have not yet met that person or those people, I feel like that's also going together with that season kind of your life where you are being pushed into those connections where you can just connect as friends and have a good time, and maybe do similar things together. Like if it is something spiritual, or something that you could even be like an exercise class or something like that, where it may start as like a mutual what's the word I'm looking for? Like a mutual interest that you connect over, and you may have a few kind of connections like that, because I just feel like you're going to be getting more attention and getting more confident within yourself, which can then build on a relationship further down the line. Who or what is next in love for group number 1? Some of you may have somebody from the past who is either going to return or is currently in your life, and I'm kind of getting it's more of a temptation. So just be aware of that, because it feels like there may be an interference here where, and I may be specific, it won't be for everyone, but especially if you're trying to move on from somebody, or if you have decided that you're ready to meet new people, or you just feel like you are blossoming from, you know, a version of yourself that you had been attached to somebody from the past. There may be either they're returning or just their energy is returning. And again, it's more of like a temptation, because I'm just getting, they're showing me a princess, and there's something about, especially if you're a woman, but you can reverse it if you're a man, that you deserve to be treated like a princess. You deserve to be in this phase of your life now to where there can be more, again, love, attention, gifts that are showered onto you. So just be aware of any temptations that may come up from the past, because I feel like your energy is really ready, like your heart is ready, even if you mentally maybe don't feel totally ready. It's like your energy, your heart, your vibration is really ready to like expand and to attract those people and those experiences in. And there could just be fragments or trails of the past that are still trying to latch onto you or haunt you in a way, or that may come up. I'm seeing somebody as a financial advisor here. So again, that could be the ex, because I just talked about that, or it could be somebody new. Let's see if we can get any more detail. Who or what is next in love for group number 1? Yeah, for some though, there is someone that you may travel with in the future. Okay, if you don't already have them in your life, somebody healthy for you. It looks like you may travel with them. It may start like that, you know, like going on a trip together or meeting up somewhere. And I feel like this is somebody who's going to share a lot of common interests again with you. Somebody who's going to help you to expand and grow, and you help them to do the same. It just feels more like a solid kind of smoother sort of connection, like a soulmate connection for those of you who have maybe been on like a twin flame journey or a karmic connection journey. I feel like this would be more of like a soulmate perhaps that's coming in to your life. For someone very specific, there could be a same-sex relationship here. Either this is something that you have not explored before and it's going to be the first time that you're exploring it, or, you know, this is just you in that kind of relationship or meeting somebody that is the same sex for somebody. Yeah, and for some, there is something here about money or finances being involved. I'm not sure. It could be the person or possible partner that you will meet could either be very financially well off or wealthy, or the two of you together could be building towards that at some point in the future, or you could be wealthy. There's something about like enjoying, I'm just hearing wealth, and they're showing me like a lot of travel opportunities and a lot of fun times where you can experience adventures and things like that. So it's like your life will become more exciting, and this seems to be together with, you know, your love life. So a partner who is going to kind of take you on those trips, or both of you together are creating that kind of life. Yeah, there could be somebody here who is in some kind of high position. Okay, they could be, I'm not sure exactly what it is. It could be of a business, a high position in business. It could even be like, it could be a celebrity, or, you know, like a smaller scale celebrity, or whoever it could be. For someone, there could be someone like that that you will meet. And I feel like this will mark a very, it's like they're almost showing me like it's going to mark a point in your life where things will turn, because meeting this person or living this kind of life with this person is going to be, you know, is going to shift your life into a new direction. But if they're not famous or like a really high position, they could just be a very grounded, you know, well-off person in general. Yeah, and I feel like there is a possibility for something serious here. It seems like for most of you it is with that person I mentioned, but it could be anyone else as well. It feels like for those of you who have been looking for a long-term relationship or maybe even marriage, I'm seeing like families coming together. So there could be something in the future where you will have that opportunity to actually build like a real solid relationship with somebody that feels, again, more healthy. It feels like, I'm hearing mature, like it can be kind of a mature relationship. There could be children involved here, or if you have been wanting to have children, there may be children that you will have with this person, whenever that might be in the future, but you're on kind of the track to that. And then there's a different group of you coming up here who maybe don't want marriage and children. And if you're in that group, it's like you are going to be just having the life that, like the romantic life that you visualize for yourself, so that you want the most. So whether it's you just having kind of like an open relationship, or you just having more options, you will have that as well. So there's more of a kind of a curve into the direction of whatever it is that you are seeking as the viewer. There's a lot of physical intimacy coming up here. So there may be someone that you will have a lot of physical intimacy with, or maybe, whoever, a couple people, but there's more of a satisfaction in that area as well coming in. And I'm also getting to about that person from the past that's coming up again. For a lot of you, it feels like the way this flower is kind of open, and again, it gives me a very like sensual feeling. For some, there's a kind of like a reward, I guess you can say, that you deserve at this point, that the other person from the past is on the opposite side of that now, to where they are maybe in an unhappy place, or just not going to be as fulfilled as you are going to be. There's like a flip of this here. So if there is somebody from the past that is either coming back or that you are thinking back to, I feel like you are on to the next, and you're also on to the better options, whereas maybe they're taking the opposite route, or something won't go so well for them. So there's a switch with that. I'm hearing the name Sammy. Yeah, there's something here. They're almost showing me like an angel that is saying, just wait and see. There's some kind of, and I said that in the beginning too, there's some sort of divine gift or divine intervention taking place here. That it's like, if you just trust us, like if you just trust that if you walk down this tunnel, we are taking you to this path here. And there's almost like a hush hush to it though, for some reason. So maybe it's something that is being preserved for you, spiritually speaking. So if you are worried right now about your love life, or if you feel like maybe, something has shifted or ended, or you've had to go into a different direction, they really want you to trust that there is something really good waiting for you. And they're also showing me puppies and a dog, and they're talking about the sense of loyalty. So I feel like, again, I don't know exactly what the specific is here, if you didn't have loyalty in your other connection, or if you are seeking somebody who's loyal. It's like there's a certain path that Spirit's guiding you to, which is more of like your pack or your person who can be more loyal. And they keep showing me again something with your energy, your essence right now of being in a place of self-worth and self-love and respect. So if you've been doing that, it's really been working, and your energy is very radiant, and you are going to be attracting a very high value partner because of how you're valuing yourself right now. Okay, but if you have not been doing that, that could be some advice that the more you respect yourself and love yourself, and if you've been seeking that kind of partner, they are going to come in as you blossom, more into yourself. And so Spirit could be saying here in the background, kind of like, we're trying to lead you to that person, but you have to also see that value like within yourself right now, because it's going to come in a lot quicker with that. I definitely feel though for someone specific, there is someone from a different country. I'm hearing foreign. There's someone who is foreign from wherever you are from or where you live that you may meet, or that may be a big part of your life, your love life, that will come in. And again, they want to close up the reading by saying in the beginning what I mentioned about the twist and turn in the slide, that even though you can't, it's like a water slide, like a long winding water slide. You can't see the water at the bottom. You're just in that slide, and there's a lot of like curves to it. But when you, again, like exit out of it, when you get to the bottom of it, you'll see kind of who's there waiting for you. But they want to refer to the fact that you can't quite see beyond the bend. You can only see the next curve in the tunnel. So it might be kind of unknown to you right now, or it might be kind of, you may not even see this at all yet, but there's an element of that trust here. Trust that things are not over when it comes to you finding love and finding a partner who matches whatever it is that you're seeking. And again, there's something with passion. There may be a lot of passion with a person who you're meant to be with. A lot of passion, a lot of fire, a lot of excitement and adventure. So yeah, they'll just close it up by saying to have fun. This is a time period for you to have fun. So don't, again, like limit yourself or think that you need to only be with one person, or that there's a certain barrier to you finding this love. There's just a focus here on right now is time for you to just be yourself, love yourself, have fun, and that water slide will eventually come to an end, and you're going to be, flying out from that slide into what seems to be some kind of significant person there at the end. Okay, so I will get a few charms actually before we close up the reading. And if you want to turn down the volume, this can be kind of loud when I shuffle these up. Okay, so I'm noticing we have two sea creatures here. We have a dolphin and we also have a seahorse. So for some, there could be some significance here with the ocean, somewhere near the ocean. This could also be, for me, like dolphins is very much about that playful, having fun. So just having fun right now. I was talking about a water slide the whole time. So there could be something about, I don't know, again, something with like an ocean, somewhere in the ocean, or an ocean vacation or retreat, or something near the water, but that could just be for somebody. Otherwise, I feel like it's mainly about, it just feels like an openness to love in a way. And take these specific signs, how they will mean for you, because they're going to be different for everyone. We do have the scales here. So like I was saying before, anything from the past I feel is maybe tipping into this direction here now for you. So don't worry about the past, or don't worry about a past person with the tears here too. I feel like some of you, that could be that you've been sad or worried about that. But I do feel like there's something here where it's like you are the one who's going to be, playing in that water or jumping like the dolphin. Whereas it maybe didn't feel that way before, or somebody else will receive the opposite end of that. But it's more so in a way of just allowing you to be encouraged to know that things are moving in the right direction. We also have a lightning bolt. So again, could be somewhere that's very tropical or stormy. That just could be for somebody, but it could also be very sudden. There could be a sudden, either a shift that has happened suddenly for you, or an ending that has happened suddenly, or there could be a very unexpected twist again and turn here, or love offer that will reach you. You know, we also have a frog here on this lily pad, so another kind of water energy. But every time I see this, I always think of spiritual growth, and it's like the tail of the frog too, like kissing the frog. So I feel like this is maybe some of you kissing a few different frogs to find who your frog is. We have a guitar, so someone could play guitar. There could be signs in music also to pay attention to, with like a future love or someone here coming in towards you. We have here, yes, yes. So yeah, again, there's like an excitement feeling. There's something that you're going to be saying that to, like there's a very, like, this is the right path, or like, I'm so happy that I'm finally here, or something like that, that will happen. We have Leo's energy. So someone could be a Leo, or they could have Leo in their chart, or Leo season could be significant. We do have these two people getting married. So yeah, there is somebody for you. There's some kind of soulmate connection, it feels like, for the most part, but whatever you want to label, it doesn't matter. But there's definitely a union of sorts here. We have a tree. So this could be stability. Again, I also was getting something about wealth or luxury. So there may be a partner and you will build that together, or you're building that for yourself, and that's a sign that you're on the right track. We do have a butterfly with a skull, so every ending is leading to a better beginning for you. We have a heart here, so that's just, for me, it's like self-love here with the sparkles for some reason. So yeah, that like self-acceptance, self-confidence, self-love, affirmations, things like that, that can help to accelerate this. We also have sweet. So yeah, there could be something very sweet coming in. There could be someone who's going to be very sweet, or just your love life will become sweeter. Yeah, we have an airplane. So I was getting quite a bit of travel. So definitely there could be some travel, or could be meeting somebody who's from a foreign country than you. We do have a fan here too. So yeah, there could be somewhere very hot and tropical. I know that won't be for everyone, but there's something about like the heat here, or it could be very hot connection, you know, that requires a fan. We have a helmet, I think this is. So kind of like a knight. I guess there could be someone who's going to be a knight, kind of in shining armor here, or just the perseverance right now. We have a peacock feathers. So yeah, again, this is the confidence, something about shining brightly, just being yourself, shining your light, being very confident in who you are. We have this symbol here, so whatever that's going to mean for you. And we have a butterfly again. And then we have a circus. So take that what that's going to mean. For me, I'm getting kind of like that fun feeling again, maybe having fun, doing things of like what you would do maybe as a child even with this person, or in general. But I will leave it here, group number 1. I really hope that this reading was helpful. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below. I'd appreciate it. And don't forget to check out our Patreon community, linked down below, for extra exclusive readings. So I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love. Hello, group number 2. If you chose this second flower here, let's go ahead and see what we can pick up on for you. I'm just going to clear the space here. So tune us in, please, Spirit, to anybody who chose group number 2, this orange flower. So tap us in to anyone who is here, who is watching this reading. And also I will be getting some charms at the end as well. I forgot to mention in the intro. Okay, so Spirit, tune us in to group number 2. Anybody who is here, who is watching, group number 2. So who or what is next in love for you? I just got this feeling of like a butterflies feeling almost, or like a feeling that you get when something is finally arrived, or like you've been waiting for something and then it finally arrives. Or it's like, you know, you've booked a vacation and then the day has come that you're flying out. There's something like that, of like an excitement of what you've been waiting for. So there could be something like that that is coming in. Let's see, group number 2, who or what is next in love for the viewers that are watching this reading? I'm also being shown a black cat. They want to say, to start off the reading, that you could be getting some kind of psychic information about your love life and about what's next for you, or there will be some trails of information psychically that you will receive. It could be through dreams, it could be through signs, but there's something about the mystery of this black cat, or that could be a specific totem or sign for you. But they just want to say that here, that there's something that I feel. They're actually showing me a card from my Haunted Heart Oracle, and it says the wisdom of the witch. And it says something along the lines of trust your intuition when something feels, or like you already know the truth, or you already know the answer deep within yourself if you look deeply enough to find that answer. So I don't know exactly what this is. I'm not sure if they want to first talk about something separate than what's coming in next for you, or this could be about what is going to be coming in next. But it's one of the two, or even both, that there's maybe some kind of information that, or truth, that is being presented to you in your intuition, that you already know deep down inside of yourself what the truth is. Okay, so for some of you, I will say there could be a cycle here that you're in repetitively, that if you allow yourself to tune deeply enough to see, you know, you may find the answer that you've always known about that. And I don't know, you know, again, specifically what that is. It's going to be different for everybody, but it could be something like maybe there's a certain cycle that you are needing to close up. And again, your intuition seems to know the answer. And there's also like a protection element to that black cat, like trying to protect you maybe from something, or just trying to help to guide you intuitively to your highest good right now. Okay. Group number 2, who or what is next in love for you? Yeah, I feel like a lot of you, to be honest, there's a very independent energy coming up here. So you may be just a very independent person, or you're walking a very independent path right now in love. Yeah, I feel like this is the group. There's always one group that is a bit mysterious, and I feel like it's this group. There's something quite mysterious here going on. They're also showing me here a phone that is off the hook. Let me just kind of get into this to see what they're referring to. Group number 2, who or what is next in love for you? I will say, and I know this is not probably what you want to hear right away, but I just have to say what I'm channeling. There does seem to be a bit of a block here for some of you in your heart. It could be because you are waiting for something to, you know, could be waiting for a person. It could be waiting for, I don't know. It's like if you put the phone off the hook, you know, or yeah, no one can call because the phone, not like a cell phone, but you know, the older phones, the landline phones, if you leave it off the hook and it doesn't have, there's no one that can call, or it's just going to be like a busy tone. So it feels like with that black cat that I saw right away when I opened up, it's like it just kind of stood here in the center to give some kind of information, or to stand and protect you. So I do feel like for some of you, there could be some kind of block, again, around your heart chakra, around your heart space. And I feel like, Yeah, there is somebody, they're showing me also a card from a deck that says somebody new is about to enter your life, and it shows a chair. So it's like there's a chair, not like an actual chair, but there's somebody new who's trying to enter your life. And I will say that this person could be very different than your usual type. They could be very different than what you're expecting or even what you're wanting. And I feel like it could be someone who is trying to come into your life. But what they're telling me is that phone off the hook and the black cat, there could be a past life connection here, which is still off the hook, if that makes sense. It hasn't been, no one has put the phone back on to, back down. So I feel like the phone can't ring if your phone line is still connected to this past life. I hope that makes sense. So that will be definitely for some of you that, yes, there's somebody new that's trying to into your life. And if you feel like you have completely closed something up, or if you feel like you are frustrated by hearing this because you're ready for new love, or you're ready for new love, this could be something, that is somebody else's energy that's trying to affect yours. This past life connection or past person could be keeping your phone off the hook because of just some sort of energy disturbance. So I feel like some of you, this is kind of complex here, but you could have two people. Again, it might be something spiritual though. So if it's not that you have actually two people, or that this, whatever this off the hook or past person is, or whoever this is, that maybe there's some signs about or warnings about even, it could be energetically or spiritually. They could still be lingering. And then you also have somebody else over here who's a new person who's very different, or a different type, or a different experience for you. So either you have both, or will have both physically, like actually in your life, or this is energetically, or you may meet this new person while still having somebody else on the phone. So I feel like who or what is next in love for group number 2? Yeah, you definitely have, I'm hearing a higher love, and they're showing me like an elevator here, and there's somebody up here higher. So I do feel like a lot of you have a higher love, and for a few of you, you already know this person because maybe you've met recently, or maybe you just kind of, somewhere in your heart, you may know that there's someone that this person up here is like really good for me, or I should give them a chance. I'm kind of interested in them, and I know that there's something here, or you will feel that way when they come in. There's going to be someone who is trying to enter your life, who's going to be quite like above, not like above as in better, but just maybe better for you, or at this point better, okay? Or there could even be a competition between both for some. It's a bit confusing here, so take what's going to resonate with you, but there's definitely somebody who I feel is, I'm hearing a very masculine. So especially if you're a woman, but if you want to reverse it, you can do that. But I'll say for the sake of the reading here, what I'm getting, there's a very masculine energy, masculine man that is the one up here who wants to maybe court you or date you, or feels like this person is like an emperor, maybe somebody that, again, feels like a new person. It feels like someone who is in some way like overlooking your love life in a weird way. I don't know what that is, if they're just observing you, or if it's something energetically that they're entering kind of your life energetically, or even that you're just knowing that maybe something new is coming, or somebody new is entering your life. There's a few different things coming up. I'm also being shown somebody getting out of prison, but this is just a metaphor, unless that's specific for you, but for most of you, this is a metaphor. And it's almost like now that they're free, now that they're out of prison, sort of, they might be wanting to get back in contact with you. So yeah, I feel like you have a jumble of stuff going on here. I feel like there's something about you right now or something that you're doing that is really magnetic, and it seems like it's creating these opportunities in love. And if you've been, because it kind of came up for group number 1, so sometimes it can be a collective thing. If you've been like really working on yourself, or like, you know, loving yourself more, or saying positive affirmations about yourself, this actually might be creating some kind of ripple where you will have a lot of opportunities in love, or there will be a lot of people that will feel that vibration and will begin to be attracted to you, which includes like a new person, maybe a past person. So there's something about you being in high demand here, and that could be where you're going kind of in love, that you're in high demand, or you're going to find that a lot of people are going to be interested in you romantically. But there's something weird going on here of like a final call. I'm hearing like when the clock strikes midnight, and there's something about that's our final call. So I don't know if it's referring again to something that you've left on the hook or off the hook, or that you've left somebody hanging, or somebody has left you hanging. And it's like, maybe for some of you, there's a certain point here where you have to decide like what you're going to do about that. Are you going to leave that behind, or are you going to choose a different direction? It seems very scattered, like you can go in any different direction right now. But there's this glimpse I keep getting of this man here, and I don't know who this man is to you. For most of you, it feels like a new person, but if it resonates as being, I don't know, but I'm being shown this person, this man, for most of you, could be really, again, very masculine. They could even like building things. I'm being shown someone getting like going to Home Depot and getting like different stuff to build things with, or maybe like a very outdoorsy person. But somehow I'm getting this very grounded vibe from that person that may be very specific. It won't be for everyone that specifically, but there's someone that I keep picking up on here with that personality or that energy. And I feel like but I feel like there's two different paths here. Who or what is next in love for group number 2? Yeah, I really feel like you have options. I really feel like you're going to have options, and you will have options. But there is somebody here who's, again, like coming up to say that they are the best match for you, or that they will be, or Spirit could be saying that too, that they are or will be the best match for you. And for some, that could just represent the energy of somebody who has those characteristics of someone maybe more grounded, more stable than what you have been used to, or what you've had in love before. I'm hearing the name Ashley. Spirit, can you allow me to just pick up on the energy of what's next? Who or what is next? Can we just kind of isolate that energy and not everything at once? Who is next in love for group number 2? Yeah, I do feel like there's somebody who, there's a very vulnerable experience with this person, and it feels like a type of connection where, yeah, it feels like a real stable kind of life partner connection. And I just don't know if you've met them yet, but it feels like it's someone who's I would say it's a possibility of what's next for you, because they don't want to use the word that it is next, because it's more of like a possibility, which seems to be dependent on whatever came up before about this other path, or the phone being off the hook, whatever that is. But whoever this is, that's a possible next in love for you, is again very different than what you're used to, more stable than what you may have chosen or that you've been used to before. For some, this could be someone that you will meet when you move to a new location, for someone specifically. Or the location move could be an energetic move too, or an emotional moving from here to here. And that's something that's like a future timeline of you. It's not manifested yet. It's a future timeline over here of this possible person. And yeah, that's what it feels like. Very interesting reading. It feels like I'm picking up on two completely different timelines of your life right now. And I want to almost like divide this in half, because this half over here is the timeline of some new life for you. So whether that's the fact that you are moving, or that you are shifting directions in your life, or that you are leaving one chapter of love behind, this possible new person will find you when you find the new version of yourself. I hope that makes sense. Like when you develop into or choose to fully be in this energy of yourself, that's when this new person can meet you there. And it also could be self-growth too. Like maybe you're right now, again, improving yourself, or like certain things about loving yourself, or different things you want to achieve in your life. This person will match your vibration when you're over here. And that's not to say that you're in a bad place now, because it depends on where you are in this reading. It depends on who these options are, or who, you know, where you are now. But I feel like yeah, I think some of you may choose this at a time, or this will come in later, that you are not clear right now on where you're going. There's a lot of confusion here about love, a lot of confusion about just everything, which direction you're going. So it's kind of like more of possibilities right now for you. There's not something that I feel is set in stone. So maybe you're just going through a very transitional or transformative time right now in your life. And it's like I'm just hearing something about questioning, or needing to question. So there's almost like a pause here to reevaluate something, or to make decisions that need to be made, or to make choices in life or in love of where things are going, where things are ending, what's changing, what's beginning. Because again, I'm being shown like two distinctly separate situations. And they're also showing me something about habit changes, like moving into a space of creating healthier habits. So I just don't know what that's going to mean though, if you're the one that's doing that, and that's going to push you into that. Because I actually was getting this energy quite a bit. I haven't had the chance yet to share it. I was going to share it on the community page, but this has kind of been coming up in some private readings that I was doing like a couple weeks ago, or a month ago. And it's something that if you were, you know, in that boat, then you would know that that's for you, because I had referred to it in, anyway, I don't know, but what I'm getting here is that, this is too long to explain what I was trying to say, but what I have been picking up on the collective is that there's a push away from like the past person or past situations, which almost feel like spirit won't allow me to tap into those past situations anymore. And what I was saying is, if you heard from me with the private reading, I mentioned that to a few of you, because that's something that I'm kind of picking up on in this pile too, where it's like we're kind of being pushed beyond that. We're this split in the timeline here, to where we have to consider our choices and how they're aligning to what we're seeking. I hope it makes sense. Like if we are wanting something over on this side, meaning that we're wanting a stable partner, or that we are wanting something new, there does have to be something over here dealt with first, to put that phone back on the line, or to close up that phone, unplug it, I don't know, something, so that there can be a shift in directions, because it's very all over the place right now. And I feel like for a lot of you, that could be because there's something still circling around you that you're either allowing or that is trying to, get through to you. So, anything else you want to say, Spirit, for group number 2? Who or what is next in love for them? I keep being shown something with home improvement. Okay, I don't know what that is. If somebody does that, or if this is just kind of a metaphor for building a home with somebody, or like maybe rebuilding something, but it feels more so like building a solid foundation or home with whoever this person is, or new person, or something more stable. Very confusing reading for you, group 2. So I'm not sure what you're going through, but very unclear. Very different than group 1. Yeah, and they're showing you as the viewer. I'm hearing something about save yourself, and they're showing there's a focus on, could be your physical body, or could just be like in general, who are you giving your energy to? Like, are you giving yourself and your sacred energy to something or someone who doesn't deserve it? Or are you giving it to somebody else who does deserve it? And there's a question about that. Like, maybe Spirit's saying for you to save yourself for that right person, whatever that means for you. Because I just feel like for most of you, there's some kind of like awkward change almost going on, or will be happening if it hasn't yet, or awkward transformation or transition to where you are between two worlds. And so that could be for a variety of reasons. It could just be because you've decided to move into a new direction, or you've decided to reevaluate your choices in love or who you are. And so when we go through that, the lines are kind of fuzzy before we can ground that in. But there's something which requires your attention or your decision and attention right now before something else changes. Because they're showing me also that black cat again in the beginning. I'm also being shown the movie. If I can, I'm not going to probably be able to remember the name of the movie. Safe Haven. Yeah, I think it's called Safe Haven, or I believe it's a book, but I think they made it into a movie. Safe Haven. It's a story about a woman who moves to this like beach town and meets the guy there who works. He has a daughter or something. I'm sure it's called Safe Haven or Safe Spot or something like that. But I'm being shown that storyline. So again, that could be very specific. It won't be for everyone, but if you are moving to a new location, there may be someone that is unexpectedly going to be a new person there in that new location, and they're almost going to like be in a way like not a savior, but like somebody who can help you to love yourself again, or to even fall in love again. And I believe that character in the movie too is very handy as well, or just like very stable. So that could be something as well. There's something like that, of like a new environment or new life or new path, that you may meet somebody in that place, but you have to first move on or move away from something else. So yeah, I really hope that made sense. Let's pull some charms here. So you may want to turn down the volume. This can be very loud when I shuffle these up. Okay, so this butterfly flew all the way in the back here. So that's kind of that confirmation of transformation that I feel a lot of you are going through. We also have this heart in a cage. So that kind of reminds me of what I just said at the end here of that movie, where there could be somebody who is like waiting for you in a way, but they're in a cage because maybe your heart's not free. With that off the hook of the phone too, there's something like that. Maybe your heart is not free, or you're not allowing your heart to be free or to be available, okay? Or somebody else is not available, or something like that. We also have the star. So that also gives me a feeling of hope, of renewal, of maybe some kind of new venture or new place that you may go, whether it's physically or spiritually, an opportunity for healing, for renewal. We have the Grim Reaper. Yeah. And I believe this actually came up in one of the scrying readings I recently did. I think it was actually group number 2 as well. So only if you feel drawn to that, but there was something about moving from over here to over here, something which has to end. So I do think that for a lot of you who chose this, there is some kind of ending necessary here, okay? Whether you've done it or not yet, but it feels like it's something that maybe is interfering with your heart and interfering with somebody that could be really good for you, if that's your story, because it feels like that with that black cat. Like there's an element of like trying to maybe protect you. And with that card that I had mentioned too, the Wisdom of the Witch, there's something that you intuitively know or feel that you're being called to listen to about what's truly right or what's truly going on. We also have the lock. Yeah, but there is a key inside. So again, the key here, you're either going to find the key, or this is a process of you finding that key. We do have a basket of fruit. So this is the feeling of abundance. But again, I'm kind of getting it as like you deserve to pick up this fruit of abundance. You deserve to put this in your basket. If you're currently not there yet, or you're not somehow allowing yourself to pick up this fruit and this ripeness of love and abundance, that could be where, there has to be that feeling of you being in the direction to where you have that abundance. And I feel like Spirit could be trying to protect you and guide you to that path of your fruits. We also have the money tree. So yeah, there could be something here too about abundance in terms of money, your finances, whatever that's going to tie in for you with love, I don't know. But something here about, with the Grim Reaper and the star, like an opportunity for you to start anew or to create more abundant life for yourself. Again, with that reference of the movie, I believe she was like starting over in her life. Okay, so we have this symbol here. Oops. Don't actually know what this means, but if somebody does. We also have, yes, this came up for group 1 too. So in this reading, I'm kind of getting it as a feeling of like there's freedom on the other end of this, or there's hope on the other end of this. Okay. We have the I think this is a bunny. So I believe it's a bunny rabbit. So yeah, bunny rabbits do talk a lot about abundance as well, things multiplying into abundance. So it's like, again, there's a contradiction between the two though, which is why I'm getting there's like you need to collect your abundance, collect the direction here of your life and of your love life that will bring you there. Because we have the mask. So something is, again, hidden here. And if you feel confused about the reading, because I know it's kind of confusing, unless it makes sense for some of you, but hopefully it does. But there was some part of it too, where with the black cat and all of that, this could even be something that's quite hidden right now spiritually, that you can't really understand it because it's happening in the background. So things could be hidden from you, which in this case are saying that there's good things that are coming that are hidden from you, but also there could be things behind the scenes that are going on that you don't know about, that maybe Spirit's trying to protect you from right now. I feel like that could definitely be a message, because we have the candle. So yeah, this is the candle gives me a sense of divine guidance, of you being guided by your intuition, by your higher self. Listen to your intuition. Again, listen to where you feel intuitively pulled to, and know that Spirit is trying to guide the way. We have the sun here too. So yeah, lots of happiness to come. It also with the mask, it's like things being revealed. You're being led into a direction where things can be further revealed to you and towards your happiness. And maybe that does require you to move away from something, or to, yeah, move away from something. We have this butterfly with the skull again. So a transformation after an ending. We have the scales. This came up for group 1 too. So yeah, I feel like it could be a collective thing too, of like, I was referring to like one side here and one side here, a split in the timeline. And for you, group number 2, it feels like, for some reason, I felt guided to turn this upside down. So yeah, there could be something kind of unbalanced, something which with the traffic light here, there is something about like, yeah, with the snake, there's a transformation which is happening or needs to happen. Because I kind of feel like some of you may need to pause right now and reevaluate something. We have this big moth with the skull. Okay. We have Gemini. So someone could be a Gemini, or this could be you. Could also be Gemini season, which is right now as I'm doing the reading. We have this symbol here. We have this. We have another butterfly as well. A lot of these are repeating. And we have this cat in the mug again. Comes out all the time. We have this heartbeat. That's kind of reminding me again of that movie I said at the end. I know that's not going to be specific for everybody, but something which maybe will give you an opportunity again that you've been hoping for, like a new opportunity in life, in love. And then we have another heart. And then your strength is shared when you are present with others. This also comes out all the time. Many paths lead to the same destination. It doesn't matter how you get there. Which in this case, I'm getting it like that, of like, maybe something was always meant to be, and it doesn't matter which path you take, because you'll always end up where you're meant to be. But it feels like for your reading, there's something here which might have to temporarily be disconnected from, or rerouting, you know, like if you're on a GPS and you took the wrong turn, but there's still a rerouting taking place. I don't know, but I will leave it here at group number 2. I really hope that this could make sense. I hope this was helpful. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, And don't forget to check out our Patreon for exclusive weekly readings over there. And I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love. Hello, group number 3. If you chose this pink flower, let's go ahead and see what comes up for you. So I'm just going to clear the space here before we start. So Spirit, tune us in to anybody who chose group number 3. Who or what is next in love for the viewers of group number 3? So allow us to channel for anyone who chose this group. So what do they need to know about who or what is next in love? I will also be pulling some charms at the end of the reading. Okay, so let's see who or what is next in love for the viewers who have chosen group number 3. So I'm getting this feeling right away. I'm hearing something like everything is coming together, and they showed me almost like a bunch of things at one time coming into the center, like coming together. And I do feel like some of you could have an opportunity here to be very open, to open your heart to somebody. This does feel to be probably a specific person though that's coming in for you. The other 2 groups, they've all been a little bit different, but this one feels so far like there is something quite specific coming in for you in love. And I do feel like if you chose this group, there's something very soon happening. This almost feels to be very soon on the horizon. Or you may have already met somebody that is important to you, or you may feel something coming. Because I feel like there's something with like the center of the flower here. And I'm getting this feeling of, I'm hearing hope restored. There's a sense of hope being restored. Now for someone specifically, this could even be something that you may have lost hope about. Either you lost hope about love in general. You may have lost hope about a specific person. That could be for a few of you. We'll see what else comes up as we go. But I'm hearing the change of the tides, or the turning of the tides. And they're almost showing how like if the tide was out, it comes back in. So this feels to be kind of like a new chapter for you in love for group number 3. And I feel like, again, this is something which is going to take you kind of by surprise, and possibly come in very suddenly or very soon. Yeah, they keep showing me like puzzle pieces coming together. And so for some of you, there could be kind of a double message here. You may also be having a lot of things making sense in your life, maybe even connecting the dots in your love life. It could be other situations or things that you are currently going through in love. It depends on your current status, but there may be quite a bit that's going to be made sense for you in matters of love. And then after those puzzle pieces come together, it's almost like it creates some sort of opportunity. They're also showing me a lighthouse, and like the light of it helping to guide you into that particular direction. And so for a lot of you, it feels like you could be intuitively guided right now, or you will, again, I feel like for this group, for group number 3, you have either already started to receive these insights, or you're going to be having kind of trails of information, or little nudges or truths, and they're all kind of leading the path to something or to someone. Group number 3, who or what is next in love for you? I'm hearing something different, and they're showing me, you know, that phrase like a leopard can't change its spots, but they're almost showing me something to where there's like a change. But I don't really feel like this talks about somebody changing. It could be in particular somebody changing, but for a lot of you, this feels to be almost like something that you never thought that you would find, or that you have had lost, again, hope that maybe you would find a partner who's everything that you've looked for, or who has a specific quality that your past didn't have. Something along those lines, to where it feels like there's a shock factor to this. For someone specific, there could be someone who is coming to you. So maybe, I'm not sure, for someone very specific, there could be somebody who's flying in from somewhere to either see you, or someone who is going to be at the same place that you were at a particular time. But it also could be energetically speaking, that somebody's about to get much closer to you. I'm hearing the name Matt. That came in really strong. So if there's somebody by the name of Matt or Matthew, that's for somebody. Or it's possible that that could be a future person. If you meet somebody named Matt, then it could be that that's the person that we're talking about. But yeah, they're almost showing me like a storm that rips everything apart, but then it can be washed away, and then it can be replaced by like a new town. So what they mean by that is either you or this person could be really shifting, directions, or like everything is kind of being cleansed or cleaned up or put together in terms of like what maybe has been unresolved, so that we can start a new life with this new person or whoever they are, to start to begin a new cycle. They're also showing me like if there was a wind that was kind of going against you, the wind has turned around to actually be behind you, like in your sail. So I really feel like this group, for group 3, it does feel to be a positive momentum in the right direction in your love life, but it is going to kind of depend for a few different groups of you. For some of you, it's possible, like I said, that this could be someone that you have already been connecting to, or if you are already in a relationship and maybe you've been hoping that this connection can turn around, or that the two of you can work on things. There may be a shift in the, in the wind here, to where the forces, sort of in a way, of the universe are going to help to align the two of you in the right direction. But it could also be that that is a new energy entirely, which feels like it is suddenly the wind has shifted in your life, to where you were looking in one direction, but then it kind of like shifts you into a new direction. So who or what is next in love for group number 3? Yeah, this does feel to be a very spiritual feeling here, with like the pink and the white. To something here feels like a spiritual love. And I do think for a lot of you, this seems to be like, how to put it? It almost feels like there's been certain blockages that have been able to finally release themselves for there to be a divine union, is what it feels like. And this divine union may have always been meant to be, or may have always been, in store for you, but there's been a resistance to that union that somebody has had, or that you've had to work on, within yourself, in order to turn that wind around into the direction to that union actually taking place. So yeah, this feels to be, I'm also being shown something with the lips, and something with like kissing. So there may be a lot of intimate moments shared with whoever this is. Or again, if you've been single and you've been wanting to, because I was getting that in the beginning, something about like an open, vulnerable experience between two people. If you've been hoping to meet somebody like that, this may be that you will, or that this is, if you resonate with this, that there's an opportunity coming in where there can be like a resurgence of the affection in your life and intimate moments in love that maybe you've been waiting for. For someone very specific, you may have even been celibate for a long time, or you just haven't, connected to anybody in that kind of way, or you haven't enjoyed connecting to anybody in that way. And I feel like, again, this is going to be that shockingly or suddenly, maybe you are going to meet someone that will check all of your boxes and will be this person that you can share these intimate moments with, not just like physically, but definitely this is like a spiritual feeling too between the two of you. So yeah, I think for most of you who chose this group number 3, you probably have had some doubts, or you've been single for a very long time. And it's going to kind of be a bit surprising and shocking to you, because you may have lost hope, or you may have just felt that the timing wasn't right, or that there's been too many delays or obstacles. But I definitely feel like, yeah, this feels very positive. They're showing me a rainbow, and I'm hearing something specifically about a sign. with seeing a rainbow. So if you've seen a rainbow recently, or if you will see a rainbow after you watch this reading or in the coming weeks or months, you know, there might be something specifically about where you are at that point that you see the rainbow, or what you're feeling that day. Or it could just be a sign that something is coming when it comes to this question and this topic. So, because there's some kind of alignment that you're coming into. So yeah, you've probably been feeling the beginning of this, or you have been feeling very much in alignment to this sort of wave. You know, it's almost like they're showing me catching the right wave. If you're surfing, it's like you've been waiting for that right wave. And every other wave has just not been, you know, good enough for you, or it hasn't been the right time. But then there's like this big wave coming that you have that one opportunity to take it. And I feel like that's what you may feel coming. A lot of like ocean references, the tides, the ocean, the waves. So there could be some water signs here, or it's just representing maybe the more emotional aspect, or the, yeah, like the spiritual aspect as well. Yeah, I'm hearing try again. So like I said, for some of you, this seems to be like a second chance at love. It's possible that it could be somebody who wants to try again, but if not, it's you trying again. Again, like with the surfing reference. Maybe you've fallen every time you've tried to surf, but it's like you finally can complete that surf, or, you know, whatever, ride the wave fully. So, and I'm getting some of you, the way that you're going to know that this is manifesting is you're going to start to see and feel that you are just generally in alignment. Like maybe you go to, you know, whatever, the coffee shop, and you meet all these friendly people, or you get a free coffee somehow. It's like, you know, those moments when the universe just kind of reflects and shows us that we're in alignment. That's kind of what I'm getting. You're going to feel very happy, you're going to feel very positive, and you're going to feel like things are working, things are falling together. And that is a sign that this person is also nearby or close by, or about to resurface for a few of you. But that would only be, I feel like, if that's a very divine union that you know is right for you and good for you and healthy for you, then there could be a second chance with that. But others of you, this is a new situation. And I feel like the timing of this is going to come again at this particular time where you are in alignment. Possibly even for some of you, you may have just opened like a business that's just specific for somebody, or you're going to be starting a new project and you're going to feel very excited about that project. And again, it's like your energy is going to attract also love with that, because when you feel good about yourself and when you feel in alignment with yourself, that's kind of when this love will show up. For someone super specific, I'm hearing something like north to south, and they showed me a large gap. So maybe, you know, for example, somebody lives up north and somebody lives in the south, or, you know, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, something like that could be specifically, because it did kind of feel like that surprise element to it could possibly be that either something that, I'm not sure what that is, either something that you wouldn't think right now would be possible, or it's just like things are coming closer together that at some point were far apart. And I don't know what they mean by that. I feel like it's mainly in terms of energy and a metaphor, but if you want to take it literally, it could be literal for some. Yeah, and I'm also being shown two people who communicate really effectively and they really understand each other. And once again, this could be that if there was some issues with communication with the person that you're currently connecting to, or someone that you know is, again, like healthy for you, you may be connecting in a way that is once again on the same page, like you're going to find a solution to really understand each other and communicate from the heart. Others of you, this is going to be someone who will speak your love language, somebody who will understand kind of the ins and outs of you. And there's a feeling of the two hearts kind of being able to come together in a more natural, organic way. So meeting someone again that is like not what you thought was going to happen, or that you were, you didn't know that if someone could be like this person, or someone who could understand you in the way that they do. So lots of like heart-to-heart feelings, lots of heart-to-heart communications is what I'm getting with what's next in love for you, with, again, what seems to be one particular person. This doesn't seem to be something that you're like dating multiple people, unless that, if that is the case, it's mainly that you will just be in a very high vibration, and you could be attracting a lot of people who are interested in you, just to kind of reflect back and mirror back to you that you are in alignment. So even if they're just like casual or flirtatious exchanges, but there's definitely one person in particular, or you're preparing to meet somebody on that vulnerable level. I'm hearing something about, this is very specific, but I'm hearing kayaking, and I was shown something about the Great Lakes in Michigan. So that's super specific for somebody. Who or what is next in love for group number 3? Yeah, I'm hearing pushing the boundaries, but it's in a good way. It's almost like there's something again that, let's say, for example, that you would only kind of allow yourself to open up to somebody in the past to a certain extent, or maybe you would only, yeah, like allow yourself to fall in love to a certain extent, or to open up, or to even like do things outside of your comfort zone. It could even be little things like that, like kayaking, or something that you normally wouldn't do. It's like this connection or this person is going to push the boundaries in order for you to come out of your shell and to do things that you normally wouldn't do, or to open yourself up in a way that you normally didn't see yourself opening up that way. Okay. And for that other group of you, to where this could be an existing situation, it's like the two of you are going to push beyond your challenges and do things in that more like, do things in a way that you didn't before, which is going to create a breakthrough in your connection. For someone, I'm seeing church, something about church. Okay, so I don't know what that's going to mean for you. Maybe you're going to go to church together, or you're going to meet somebody at church. Yeah, but it does feel to be like this person coming in for you, it seems like, and this has been kind of a common theme for all the groups, it seems like very stable. So it's something that I feel is like going to create a newfound stability in your life and in your love life compared to what you had experienced before. And there's like a smoothness, especially for this group, there's like a smoothness to how things will go based on, or versus how they were before. You know, again, it's like things are falling together. The ducks are falling together, sort of, or the pieces are coming together. And for someone, you may have actually manifested this a while back, I'm hearing, or you may have set a certain intention for yourself. Either this is just something that you thought about, or you may have actually done some kind of, you know, I don't know, way to manifest this, but you may have set the intention that this specific kind of love, or this certain type of love, would find you, but you may have either forgotten about it for a while, or thought that it would never happen. And it's like it's going to match very well up to what you had asked for and what you had manifested. Okay. I'm being shown something with the actual color pink is important here somehow. So maybe, you know, you wear pink a lot, or there's going to be pink somehow associated with this connection. very specific and weird information. Something about Ray-Ban sunglasses are coming up. They want me to say that. I guess that could be a sign for somebody. Of course, I know, you know, a lot of people wear those, so doesn't mean that just anybody that wears those, but I just feel like there's something about, I just saw a man wearing sunglasses and they wanted me to say something about that they were Ray-Ban sunglasses. So I don't know. Or they could be wearing that like when you meet, and that could be a confirmation if everything else lines up. Yeah, it definitely feels like, again, for a lot of you, it's that same feeling to where you were not expecting this to happen. You were not expecting to meet somebody like this, or you were not expecting that you would feel this way again about somebody, or that there would be someone that, you know, you would connect so well with right off the bat, for example, or on a first date or something like that. I don't know why I keep getting things about religion, the Bible, church. So yeah, I don't know. Someone could be religious here. Palm trees. This person could be, I'm hearing, seeking you out. So they could possibly be like gathering information about you or seeing you somewhere, and maybe trying to, because I was with the sunglasses reference, for some of you that could also be to another meaning of it. This person could be not spying on you in like an unhealthy or like an immature way, but somehow they could be observing you or watching what you're doing, or just like admiring something that you do. Or if you go somewhere frequently and you see this person, especially if they're wearing Ray-Ban sunglasses, they could be really like interested in you or admiring you. And that is kind of specific. It's not going to be for everyone, but there could be someone like that who actually this whole time like is your person, or is someone that you could at least have a very significant relationship with. But you haven't known that, but they've been there the whole time, or you haven't given them a chance, but yet they've been there the whole time. You know, it's like that feeling to where the person I was looking for has been in front of me the whole time, but that won't be for everyone. Others of you, this is just somebody who will see you out and about somewhere, and they're going to find a way maybe to get in touch with you, or to let you know that they, you know, saw you, or that they're interested in you. For someone also specific, you could be doing something like, it could be like a fair, for example, or you could be selling like your paintings or your jewelry at like a fair, and this person could see you there. Something like that or similar to that. Okay, let's get some charms. And you may want to turn down the volume. This can be really loud when I shuffle these up. For some reason, I'm hearing having the hots for you. So someone could say that they have the hots for you, or they're thinking that right now. There's a lot of messages for pile 3. It also could be something too, like that they, what was I saying? Always have had like a crush on you, or that again, they're seeing you or noticing you somewhere, and they just like have always been so attracted to you. And they've just, it's like you're such a good match, and they kind of like, somehow they feel that, or they know that like we would make a really great match, or you would be somebody that like we could really have something together. So we have this image here of this woman putting mascara on. So as I was just saying, this kind of gives me the sense of someone who's watching something that you're doing, or just like admiring your beauty, or admiring that you like are looking good, you're feeling good, your energy is magnetic. Like I was saying too in the reading, that there's like a magnetic quality that you will have about you before this person comes in, or you'll know that you're getting closer to that when you start to feel that alignment. We also have this big heart here. So yeah, this kind of gives me a sense of like that puzzle I was talking about coming into completion somehow, you know, like the outline of it. There's like a wholeness to this. We also have this, yeah, this heart with the lock and the wings. So this gives me also a sense of, as I was saying too, that there is somebody who holds the key. And for some specific, it could be someone that has been right in front of you, or someone in your vicinity, you know, now. But it also could be someone that will have that key. And when you meet them, you'll realize and you'll kind of see that they do have the key that you've been hoping that somebody would have. We have this plant here. So this also gives me a feeling of a new beginning in this case, like that turning of the tides, or a fresh start, where the plants start to grow. There's a fresh start, a fresh beginning. We have this frog on the lily pad. So for some reason, I'm getting this to be like the right place, the right time. I don't know why that's coming up with that, but I'm getting that. We also have a hand here reaching out with the heart in it. And we have another hand here too. So I feel like this could either be that you are asking for assistance from this person, or you could be helping them, or they could be helping you. Or again, you've asked the universe, and there's some kind of fate here with this. Like you've asked the universe for love and you're kind of holding out your hand to receive it. That's something also coming up here. We have this owl. So I feel like this is speaking to those signs that you're receiving, or the alignment that you will be in. There's some kind of intuitive knowing, or this message in itself from this charm is saying that like you're on the right track. This is a message from your intuition to say that something that you're doing right now, and even hearing this message, and this message could be like you're receiving it as confirmation of what you're already feeling. That owl is confirming that here. We have this chakra. I don't know which chakra this is off the bat, just looking at it. If anyone knows, I think it's either the sacral or the throat chakra, but I could be wrong. If it is the throat chakra, that makes sense too, I feel, because there's that communication element, or even sacral, but it could be, I don't know, it could be a different chakra. But we have the peacock. So yeah, this came up for another group too, but this is like you shining your light. This is you being very noticed, getting a lot of attention. Definitely, I feel like a lot of you are very attractive right now. You're feeling good. You're feeling attractive. This person will be highly attracted to you. They're already very attracted to you. For some of you who they're already in your life or in your environment, they're already very attracted to you, to your appearance, to your vibe. We have the bells. Yeah, so as I was saying before, this could be very soon to come in, very soon to announce. And it's almost like I'm getting a feeling of that lighthouse kind of sense of like the bells are ringing. It's time. The time is coming. The time is now. We have a little turtle here. So that could be a sign for someone. A turtle also feels like slow and steady. This gives me a sense of like peace as well. Things will kind of unfold peacefully. We have this instrument again, which I can never remember the name of it. Not instrument, but it's a like a ruler used in construction or in can never remember the name of it. We have this bowl here. We also have, always reminds me of Taurus, so it could be Taurus energy. We also have Capricorn here. So somebody could be a Capricorn, Taurus, lots of earth energy. We have a dolphin. So yeah, that's that kind of uplifting, playful feeling. In this case, it's also the sense of you being in alignment and attracting experiences which are very positive and uplifting. We have the butterfly, lots of repeating charms in all of the piles. The butterfly, we have the moth, we have the guitar. Someone could play music, song, or signs through music. Here's the waves. We have the ocean waves here. So yeah, something possibly with the ocean. I was talking about surfing, so I guess somebody could be a surfer, but it could be that feeling of like there's that wave coming in that you're catching. Cancer energy is coming up here too. We have the dolphin, water energy. There's a certain shift of the tides. We also have these 3 birds. So for some, there could be this, again, could be through a community. You could meet this person, or they could be seeing you somewhere in a community setting or somewhere that you're on. It could be online, social media, or it could be, like I was saying, if you are selling your products somewhere for work, for example, or if you are just going to some, you know, maybe it's the gym or just somewhere that there's other people involved, I feel, for some. And then we also have your strength is shared when you are present with others. So I will leave it here, group number 3. I hope that this reading was helpful. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below. And don't forget to check out our Patreon community for exclusive weekly readings over there. So I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love.